Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, for those of you who have never been here before, and today I wanted to talk about some of the cheats that you have to know if you're a Sims 4 beginner, or if you're just, forgetting the cheats that you need to know if you're not a Sims 4 beginner. These are just some of my most used cheats and the most important cheats, in my opinion, in the game. These are all things you're going to use all the time and are just good to write down or have in the back of your head at all times. At this point I have them all memorized, so it's like, oh, I don't need to write these down, I know them all. So it's one of those things where it's like, you'll get there if you're a beginner. But before we jump into all the cheats you need to know, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I make videos on The Sims every single day. But we're just going to go ahead and jump right into all the cheats you need to know. So the very first cheat that a lot of players may want to know is free real estate. This is going to allow your Sims, regardless of how much money they have, to buy any house in the entire world. And before we even jump into that cheat, we have to learn how to open up the cheat dialog box. So it's different depending on what kind of system you're using. So if you're on console, to open up the cheat box, you're going to want to hold down all 4 triggers on your controller. If you're on a PC, you're going to want to do Control-Shift-C, and I believe on a Mac it's Command-Shift-C, and it's going to open up that cheat dialog box right there at the top that you can see up there. So for this free real estate cheat, all you're going to want to do is type in free real estate, all one word, and then the word on, and then the game should tell you by just having it say free real estate on right underneath. And as you can see now, this sim has the ability to move to any lot. We can go to a more expensive one like Old Mill Lane, that's 100,000 simoleons. And if we were to move in here, they're going to get to keep the 20,000 simoleons they have, but get to move there. However, that house is too big, so we're going to move up to Cordelia's secret cottage, even though she could have afforded it before, but it'll just allow you to keep all of your money and to move anywhere for free. So now that we are at our lot, what you want to do is enable cheats. So with those same things as before, Control-Shift-C, Command-Shift-C, or all 4 triggers, you're going to want to go ahead and type in testing cheats true, and then hit enter on your keyboard, and the game's going to let you know that cheats are enabled. This is important to do a lot of the cheats, because a lot of them won't unlock or reveal themselves to you unless you have this on. And then to close that box, you're going to want to do either the exact same thing by hitting the triggers or Control-Shift-C, all of that, or you can just hit escape on a keyboard and it will make it go away. So the other kinds of cheats that are very important to a lot of players are, of course, money cheats. These are cheats that are going to allow you to get however much money you want or just increase within certain increments. So the most popular money cheat in The Sims 4 is definitely going to be Motherload, and when you press this, your Sims are going to get 50,000 simoleons. This one's really popular. It's one of the most known cheats because it's been in the game for years, and you can also just go ahead and hit the up key and then hit enter and just keep doing that over and over again and get a whole bunch of money. She now has 570,000 simoleons. Another one that's like this are the words Rosebud or Kaching. These are going to give you 1,000 simoleons, and you also have the opportunity to do it that way. Now the final money cheat that you should know is actually just being able to choose exactly how much money you want your Sims to have. And what you're going to do here after cheats are enabled, you're going to go money, put a space, and then type in whatever number you want. So that gave her 388,125 simoleons because we typed in 965,125. So those are all the money cheats that you may need to know. The next thing we're going to go into is skill cheats. If at any point throughout this video you're a little bit confused and you want to see it out written out, you can definitely go to the link in the description. There's an entire article from my website, Ultimate Sims Guides, that has all of these cheat codes written out for you. The next type of cheat codes are the skill cheat codes. This is going to allow you to max out any skill or get your Sim to levels 1 through 10 if it's a major skill, or 1 through 5 if it's a minor skill, and those will be denoted on the website. So what you're going to do is open up that cheat box, and the skill is stats.set_skill_level. These ones are kind of long. And then depending on the different type of skill, the last part will change. So let's say your Sim is in the actor career and you want them to get the acting skill, you're going to go major_acting, and then if you type in any number at the end from 1 to 10, they'll get that level of the skill. So if you give them 10, Phoebe's just mastered the acting skill. She's never acted a day in her life. But you can do that for all sorts of skills, but some of them are a little bit different because there are some skills like dancing that only go up to 5, so it would be minor_dancing and then 5 to max it out. It really depends on the different types of skills, so you'd want to go over to that article to get the exact thing you'd type in for each skill. Because for example, the fabrication skill from Eco Lifestyle at the end is adult major_fabrication 10 instead of just major_fabrication. So they're a little bit complicated, but you can definitely check that out. All of these cheats also exist for all of the child skills because those are different, and all of the toddler skills as well. The next type of cheat I want to talk about is career cheats. These allow you to actually get promoted in whatever career your Sim is in, which can be very helpful, or you can also get your Sims demoted. These also work for the freelancer career if you want to just give your Sims a little bit of a bonus so they or just earn a little bit more money. pretty useful, honestly very useful, especially if you're trying to establish a family and like you don't want them to start off in level 1 of a different career, so you can just cheat it and get them to whatever level you want. So I'm just going to put her in something very simple like the business career. So right now she's a mailroom technician, she's at level 1 of the career. So what we're going to want to do is open up that cheat box, type in careers.promote and then a space and then the word business. And there you go, she got a promotion. She is now an office assistant earning 20 simoleons per hour. Now you can go ahead and just use that up key and hit enter. Get them all the way to the top to the point where they can select a branch, and then honestly just keep going, you know, why not? Get them fully promoted. We're now an angel investor, level 10, and every time you do this, once you hit level 10, as you can see, it says angel investor +1 there at the bottom. You can see that that means that she's actually earning a lot more money per hour because you do get a little bit of a boost once you pass 10, so it's just like a maxed out career, and that is a very useful cheat to know. There are also cheats like this for the part-time careers, after-school activities, and for students in school, so you can check that out in the article in the description down below. The next couple things I want to discuss are some build cheats that are very, very useful. So what you want to do first, before you ever build any house in The Sims 4, is make sure that you have move objects enabled. So this cheat, move objects, the most important one is bb.move objects. You can hit that. You can add on at the end after a space. That doesn't really matter. If you just type in bb.moveObjects, it will turn on and the game will let you know that it is on. And then this allows you, anytime that you are in the game, to actually have items not just on this grid system, where you can actually just like let them live together. Obviously, I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's going to clip a lot, it's going to be a little bit weird, but this is really useful for things like decorating. If you were to go over and want to add a plant like really close to this plant with bb.moveObjects not turned on, so let's turn it back off just so I can show you how it works. So if you don't have this turned on and you want to put something here, it's not going to work. Even like little stuff, it's not going to allow you to put anything else on that grid, not going to allow you to have anybody in there with that plant. But if you go bb.moveObjects and turn it on, then you can have stuff right here in with it. Just, it allows for houses to feel more cluttered and allows you to do a lot more with your game. Now, when you have this enabled, you also have the ability to alt place things. So if you pick something up like this carefree succulent and you hold down alt on your keyboard, it allows you to just freely place stuff anywhere you want. And you can also 360 turn it, which is really, really useful. So you can get stuff like super close together there if you alt place it and have it look like those two are just like two little best friend plants who want to live the rest of their lives together. And that's super duper helpful. Something else you may not know about that you might want to use is the ability to size up or size down objects. You want to use the square bracket keys, the right one to size things up and the left one to size things down. You can make them like super tiny and stuff like this. You could have like a whole little succulent collection, and I think that's really adorable. Now there are a couple cheats for objects in the game. So there are a bunch of objects that are like locked behind different things, which is kind of annoying. Honestly, not gonna lie to you. So for example, this rustic dream bed, you have to unlock it by reaching level 10 of the painting career while in the patron of the arts branch. If you want to use this bed, that's annoying. But there is a cheat for it, which is bb.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. You hit enter on that, it'll let you know that the ignore gameplay unlocks cheat is on. And then if you go back to the bed section, you do have to kind of like go out and reload into it, but that bed will be unlocked. As you can see here, we can now place that bed wherever we want. I don't know why you'd put that bed in your living room, but you know, if you want a very beautiful bed, it's an option. The next type of cheats I want to talk about is needs cheats. So sometimes if your Sims are like being a little bit much and their needs are really low, so let's say that this Sim just is starving to death, even though she's not. So you can go over to your mailbox, and with testing cheats on, you can actually hold down shift and click on your mailbox and go to alter needs. This allows you to fill the needs of everyone in the household or fill the needs of everyone in the world. And you can also enable or disable the decay of the needs. So you can actually have it where you like fill the needs of your household and then everything's going to go straight to green. And then you can actually just disable your household needs decay and you won't have to take care of them at all, and you can just go ahead and have fun instead of having to worry about how they're feeling, which makes the game a lot easier, I would say. So that is an option to keep your Sims happier. The next type of cheat that you need to know is a relationship cheat. So you actually have the option, if you know a Sim, to be able to modify their relationship. So as you can see, Phoebe didn't have the great first impression with Derek and Ian that she may have wanted to have because she ignored the welcome wagon. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up that cheat box, you're going to type in modify relationship with a space, and then you want to type in both Sims names. So this Sim here, her name is Phoebe Donald. Phoebe Donald. Okay, let's make sure we spelled that right. You have to, I did not spell that right. Okay, you have to make sure that it's spelled correctly, and then you put a space in between. Then you put another space and you put the other Sim's name. So we're gonna go with Derek McMillan. McMillan, did I spell that right? Probably not. Oh, I did. Look at me. And then you're going to do a space, and the next number is how many points you want to get or take away. So your relationship panel is on a 100-point thing from 0 to 100 or 0 to negative 100. Obviously negative would be like they despise each other, and 100 would be they have a perfect relationship. So we'll just make them like BFFs. And then what you want to do is LTR _ friendship _ main and hit enter, and she got 100 points. So she started off with a little bit of a negative, so it just adds points. It's not going to give you that like 100 friendship, but it's going to add enough points to the point where they're like pretty good friends. You also have the ability to take points away and also do this for romantic relationships, which if you check out that link, I know I'm saying this a lot, if you check out the link in the description down below and you go find the relationship section, you'll be able to get that. So the next type of cheat we're going to talk about is satisfaction points, and these are earned through doing things like whims, which are turned off automatically, so you might not even know they exist, but those are these things here. So like she wants to hug somebody, she wants to go on a vacation to Granite Falls, all of these things are going to give your Sims a couple satisfaction points. You also get them through doing aspiration, so if she were to work out for a total of 8 hours, she's going to get some satisfaction points. These are nice because you can use them to buy anything in this reward store, which is pretty useful, especially if you get things like Forever Full and Never Weary. The Sims never need to sleep. That's incredible. However, you do have the option to cheat satisfaction points as well. You can cheat everything in this game. It's beautiful. So with that cheat dialog box open, what you want to do is go ahead and do sims.give _satisfaction _points, and then however many you want, we're just going to go with a ridiculous amount. So she now has 100,150 satisfaction points. So we can go ahead and make it so she never has to sleep again. She never has to eat again. She never has to shower again. She can even be brave. She won't get frightened anymore. She also doesn't need anybody. And we're going to get a money tree. Look at that, and she still has 54,000 satisfaction points left. So you can make it so your Sims have a lot of traits using satisfaction points and a lot of stuff going on, and that's how you cheat them if you don't feel like working on them. The next cheat that you need to know is the aspiration milestone cheat. So if I wanted to just kind of skip past this whole page of the aspiration, move on to the next one, I would use this exact cheat, which is aspirations.complete _ current _ milestone. And what's that's going to do is it's going to clear that page, give you the satisfaction points, and move you on to the next one, which is very helpful. And the final cheat I want to talk about is CAS full edit mode, which is one of the ones I honestly use way more than I ever thought I would. So if you were to go to a Sim, hold down shift and click on them and go modify in CAS, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to change a lot of things. However, you can't change their age, you can't change a couple different things about them, and you can't really like drag their faces and make them look any different, but you can change their hair, their clothes, their makeup, all of that. However, if you have full edit mode enabled, you're able to go in and just completely change how they look, which is very useful for ugly townies. This is when I use this the most, if my Sim is like becoming friends with somebody and I'm like, I want them to get married when they're older, like they're little kids now, I want them to get married when they're older, but like you're not cute. What you're gonna do is open up that dialog box, go CAS.full edit mode, and then you're able to go shift click, modify in CAS, and you should be able to change everything. We can make her an elder if we feel like. She's quite a cute elder. And you can change literally everything. You can go into detail edit and just completely change the way that your Sims look. Incredible. This is one of those things that I use all the time when I'm using Sims because I just don't want them to be married and be friends with people who aren't cute. There are some really funky looking Sims out in the world, so full edit mode comes in handy. But yeah, guys, those are all of my must-know, most used cheats in The Sims 4. Those are the ones that are just like engraved in my brain, and I'm like, oh, I need that one. Oh, ooh. So I actually have my own article, this cheats article, bookmarked, and I just look at it all the time because I'm like, oh, I need that cheat. Oh, I need that cheat. Oh, I need that one. And some of them are really ridiculous, like the relationship cheats. I will never remember like LTR _ friendship _ something. I don't know. They're very complicated. So be sure to check out that in the description down below so that you can get access to all of the cheats. There's also a ton for each expansion pack. There's some for game packs. There's even some for stuff packs that are very specific to those packs, and it's honestly very helpful just to have access to that kind of stuff. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, especially if you love The Sims as much as I do. I really hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.